The curation assignment is a $50 assignment, and this is going to require you to pick 10 different pieces of music that you feel provide joy to the listener. So, curate means to select, organize, and present. So, in this case, you're going to be selecting music. A lot of times you'll hear about museums having a curator, and they're the ones that get the art, organize it, and present it. So, you need to choose songs that are engaging, they provide joy, they're unique, informative, or insightful, and have some sort of exemplary quality. You'll need to analyze the songs you've chosen and rank them according to the criteria that we've set out. You'll need to justify your ranks with your comments. So make sure you're not just saying, "Yeah, this is a great. This is great. This is a 2." You can find a template of the assignment and you have access to the PowerPoint for the elements of music in here. This will help you maybe narrow down some of your rankings, and there's a rubric attached as well. So we're going to look at the template for the assignment first. And 10 songs is a lot to come up with. And I would really like you to try and look at different genres of music and not have all things you might hear on the radio today. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have song title number 1. You're going to put the composer in. You're going to find a YouTube link and paste it here. Score out of 8, plus your final ranking. And I'll explain what that is in a moment. So you're going to listen to each song. So you've got your number 1 song, and you're going to think about whether or not this particular song provides joy to the listener. And you're going to rank it. Does it fully provide joy? Somewhat? Not at all? Is it unique? Is it informative or insightful? And is it exemplary quality? So is there an excellent use of technique, of language, of skill of some sort? And then you're going to rank. If it fully provides joy, you're going to give it a 2. If it maybe only is kind of unique, maybe you'll give it a 1. If it's not informative or insightful at all, you'll give it a 0. So, for example, a song that you may want to use, or one that I would use as an example, is the song Happy by Pharrell. And when I get down to informative, insightful, I don't find the song to be particularly informative or insightful. You might, but that's something you get to decide, and you would put your reasons here. So I may say that I find it a bit repetitive, and while it's a super catchy, fun song, I don't find it to be very deep. It's kind of surface. So then you're going to add up your score. So it's 2, 1, and 0. You can choose for each one of these songs. When you get your total score, you're going to come and you're going to put it up here. So it'll be anything from 0 to 8. You're going to complete this chart for each one of your 10 songs. So you can see it goes all the way down. I've got this chart 10 times for you. And as you pick your songs, you're going to want to come and fill them in. Make sure you put your overall scores in, and then the very last thing you have is a reflection. So you're going to talk about the ranking of these songs, and did it change the way you listen to them? What ended up being your number 1, and what are your thoughts on that? And what's your favorite song? Because we've talked about it might not be the best song. Make sure that your charts include the overall rankings, and there should not be any ties. So if you come up here and let's say song number 1 ranks a 7 and song number 2 also ranks a 7, you have to decide which one of them is the top one between those two. So hopefully it'll be pretty varied with your scores, but chances are you may have some similar scores. So when you talk about your final rank, you're going to tell me number 1 in that list of 10, where does it rank? Was it the best song at number 1? Was it the worst song at number 10? Or was it somewhere in the middle? So you're going to put your final rank in this field here as well. So think about using different types of music as well. Don't just stick with, like I said, one genre, but you can also look at the difference between instrumental music and vocal music. So is it a singer or is it just instrumental? Especially if you're in the instrumental class, I really would like to see some instrumental pieces in there. The Elements of Music slideshow is here, so you can access that. And then down here, you have access to your rubric. So the success criteria for this is along the left-hand side, and it basically covers what we just talked about. The final reflection included, all the 10 songs through there is the level 3. If you want to go above and beyond, each of the criteria are thoughtfully considered, and this is evident in the explanations that are given. The songs are coming from a variety of genres. Your reflection is thoughtfully completed. And if ties occur, the reason for your overall ranking is clear and makes sense. This assignment forces you to really analyze the music that you're listening to and decide if it brings joy. We could have used any topic. If you feel very strongly that you want to prove that your list is, they're all very good protest songs, and maybe they're very good for social action, social justice. If you want to submit a proposal to do something like that, you may. But the reason for choosing joy at this time is due to the pandemic that we're going through. And so I thought having some uplifting songs and the opportunity to look through some would be a good idea. As always, if you have any questions, you can submit them through email or preferably go to D2L and go to the discussion forum and general questions, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.